Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Anna contacted Jack from her office and left a message asking for an update on whether he was saving Sasha. Rick strolled in just as she was hanging up. Ava Jerome's trial begins soon. Despite recent tragic events, I still have a duty to protect my client to the best of my ability, Rick explained. He wanted to know about the images taken during Christina's accident. Rick stated that he had his copies but wanted to know where Anna obtained hers. Anna stated that images depicting an argument came to her knowledge. Rick applauded her remarks but wanted to know who took the photographs. Rick suggested there were grounds why the entire lawsuit should be dismissed. Anna studied the paperwork and confirmed that Dante was the first cop on the scene, but she was unaware that Christina had fallen from Ava's room. Anna explained that Chase took charge once she was brought in. Rick explained that they didn't have a justification to arrest Ava until Jason was involved. I am asking you straight out. Was Jason the one who gave you the images in question? Rick inquired. Anna stated that the photographs were taken by a private investigator hired by Sonny. Anna said she did not receive the images from Sonny, but accused Rick of exploiting the situation to get to the brother he despised. Rick thought Anna's willingness to trust Jason demonstrated either bias toward Ava or great naivete on her behalf. Which is it, Commissioner? Rick asked. Rick claimed that Anna was too close to known criminals and, as a result, was willing to bend the laws for them. Anna's phone started ringing, and she told Rick to get himself out. Love General Hospital, B&B, Days, or other soap operas? Join the debate on our SC forums. Click here to interact with fans and participate in debates immediately. Alexis went to Quartermain's to see Scout, but she was already asleep. She thanked Olivia for allowing Scout and Danny to stay there. Olivia stated Alexis was welcome to live there as well. Alexis informed Olivia that she believed Scout and Danny should live with her. Alexis pointed out that Drew would spend a lot of time in Washington if elected, and she didn't think Jason was ready to parent a teenager. I don't think Sam would want Jason to raise Danny alone, Alexis added. Olivia and Alexis sat on the couch, crying over Sam. You know how they say mothers shouldn't outlive their children? It's true, Alexis said sadly. Alexis showed Olivia the ring Dante gave Sam. Olivia mentioned how thrilled Dante had been about it. I know this sounds crazy, but some part of me is happy that my son got to propose to the woman that he loved more than anything and have her say yes, Olivia told me. She was so happy, Alexis exclaimed, before tearing down. I hope this doesn't come across the wrong way, but I'm actually glad you were there with Sam, Olivia said, and Alexis tearfully agreed. Dante stood outside Quartermain's, and Brooke Lynn checked on him. She questioned whether he was frigid, but he answered he didn't know how he felt about anything. Brooke Lynn carried Dante inside and attempted to get him to eat. Dante acknowledged that he did not know how he would care for his family without Sam. Brooke Lynn invited Dante to remain and claimed he was an excellent father. Dante simply didn't feel like a family without Sam. Chase entered, and Dante looked heartbroken as he watched them be a pair. Dante informed Brooke Lynn and Chase that Rocco was silent and attempting to be supportive. Chase mentioned that Sam and Dante were engaged, and Brooke Lynn asked Dante about it. Dante acknowledged his proposal after surgery and then excused himself from the room. Brooke Lynn informed Chase that she had just made a heartbroken man feel even worse. There is no worse for Dante right now, Chase explained. It just keeps getting sadder, Brooke Lynn lamented. Brooke Lynn informed Chase she was delighted he was back from Seattle because she missed him. She also mentioned that his snoring comforted her. They recognized their good fortune, particularly in light of Sam's situation. Chase told Violet about his experiences in Seattle. He explained that Violet wanted to remind them that she still wanted a relative. Brooke Lynn suggested they begin taking steps to make this happen. Something like this? Chase spoke before kissing her. Chase and Brooke Lynn talked about tracking cycles and using apps to prepare for a baby. Chase expressed that he did not want to lose his spontaneity. They agreed that no matter what occurred, they wanted to have a baby together. In the living room, Alexis informed Dante that she was beginning to make funeral arrangements. Dante told her anything she thought was best. He noticed the ring and remembered showing it to his mother before proposing. "It feels like I bought this ring ages ago," Dante stated. "I don't want to rush into things, but I want to give the kids as much stability as I can," Alexis shared with Dante. Alexis went on to say that she knew Dante was grieving, but she believed Danny and Scout should live with her. Dante assumed they'd all be living together at the Quartermaines for the time being. Alexis agreed that it would help the children not feel lonely without their mother. Dante expected to grow old with Sam and couldn't envision his existence without her. Alexis understood that was how things were supposed to be. Dante embraced Alexis. Tracy went to the barn to ask Cody where Sasha was. "If Sasha took off, I'm sorry, but I'm the last one she would tell," he remarked. Cody said that, for once, he did everything correctly. "Turns out Sasha and I are first cousins," Cody told me. Tracy cackled and wondered how it was possible. Cody said that Sasha was Robert and Holly's daughter. Cody discussed Holly's parenting, or lack thereof. Tracy told Cody that he was lucky to have escaped with his life. Cody and Tracy complained that Sasha did not resemble her mother. Cody believed that even if Sasha pulled a few scams, it made her even more ideal for him. Tracy reminded Cody that he wasn't the same person anymore. "You wouldn't say that if you knew what I pulled the other day," he told her. Cody told Tracy that Drew paid him $50,000 to keep silent about something. That he made out with Willow and was banging her mom? Tracy asked. Cody was astonished to learn Tracy knew. Tracy smiled and stated the entire family was aware and that they had paid individuals to guarantee it did not become viral. Cody regrettably stated that he should not have been drunk and pursued Drew. "No," Tracy answered, "you should have held out for $100,000. Cody laughed and said he was inebriated and not thinking clearly. He railed about Drew and his belief that Cody might be bought. "I found it insulting," Cody explained. "I think this situation proves that Drew is actually a real Quartermaine," Tracy told me. "Philandering is clearly in the family DNA, but Drew did not grow up in the family." "But there you have it, his roots are beginning to appear," Tracy informed Cody. Tracy said she'd teach Cody how to invest. She instructed Cody to keep an eye on Drew and bring him down together when he wandered. "Anything that involved bringing down Drew, count me in," Cody told him. Holly worried in Brennan's office about what Sidwell might have done to Sasha. Holly remarked that Sidwell asked her to fetch the jewels, something she should have done herself. Holly inquired if Brennan was on Sasha's side, concerned that so many things could go wrong. Robert told Holly that they have to trust Jason and Brennan to bring Sasha back to them. Robert answered the phone and was surprised to learn about the bomb. Holly inquired as to if Sasha was still alive. She couldn't handle the suspense and decided to find out for herself. Holly fled the workplace, prompting Robert to pursue her. Jason came at the warehouse and informed Sidwell he had brought the jewels. Sidwell chuckled, stating that Holly clearly did not care about her daughter. Sidwell's soldiers surrounded Jason, guns drawn. Jason showed Sidwell some of the diamonds and promised to show the rest to Sasha if he showed him some. Jason informed Sidwell that he had been directed to hand up the diamonds once he had been provided proof of life. "Fine," Sidwell replied with an eye roll. He showed a live video feed from his phone, which showed Sasha removing a vent cover and attempting to escape. Jason inquired as to where Sasha was hidden. Sidwell informed him that there were 5 stories and 30 offices, but he wouldn't have much time to find her because he had a bomb placed on timer. "Your move, Mr. Morgan," Sidwell said. Jason handed him the gems, and Sidwell told him which room Sasha was in. Jason set off to find her. Sasha discovered the bomb under the desk. The timer had fewer than 4 minutes left on it. Jason found her and kicked open the door. With few seconds to spare, they fled for their lives. From outside, we watched the bomb detonate the building. Anna was told of the explosion and went to the burning warehouse. She was briefed by an officer who showed her an evidence bag. Anna stated that she believed she knew what this was about. She requested street cameras and eyewitness statements to determine what happened. Jason and Sasha arrived at the WSB offices. She inquired as to how he had become involved in the situation. Jason stated that she was with Carly when Sidwell grabbed her, and he had been with Holly at the complex. Jason revealed that Sidwell held the jewels. "Your mom gave up those diamonds to save you," he claimed. Robert and Holly ran in to congratulate Jason and Brennan for finding Sasha. Robert hugged Sasha and they shared a lovely, caring moment. Jason was relieved that everything had turned out well. His phone rang, but he received the call from the hallway. "I'm at a crime scene," Anna informed him. She stated that she needed answers and would meet her at her office. Sasha questioned Holly if the jewels Jason gave Sidwell were genuine or not. Holly insisted they were genuine, and she didn't want Jens to suspect he'd been duped. "Like those gems, the love I have for you is genuine," Holly said. "Sasha, and whether you believe it or not, there is nothing more important in this world to me than you." General Hospital spoilers suggest that Lulu Spencer's surgery went well because to Isaiah Gannon's expertise, thus the fact that she survived is a miracle worth celebrating. Sam McCall's sacrifice wasn't in vain, so her loved ones can perhaps take at least a little solace in that. However, there are still grounds to be concerned about Lulu and what the future holds. Lulu got the liver donor she needed, but there's the chance for her to reject it or experience additional post-op issues. Plus, Lulu is still stuck in the same coma she's been stuck in for years. Sam spared Lulu's life, but it's not much of a life at all as long as Lulu continues to remain Sleeping Beauty. Fortunately, GH fans can expect Alexa Havens to make her debut appearance as Lulu in the not-too-distant future. It looks like Havens will crop up at some point during November sweeps, thus Lulu's wake-up call is on the horizon. Remember when Willow married Chase despite lusting after Michael because she wanted him to die happy? Then, when she realized he was cured, she got the most horrified look on her face as that meant she couldn't have sex with Michael anymore. And it's not like being married to Chase stopped Willow anyway. She still had sex with Michael. Grief sex. During their child's birthday party. And Sasha? Well, she wasn't having it. Sasha accurately pointed out that there would be no secret to divulge if Willow hadn't chosen to kiss Drew in the first place, twice. Of course, Sasha just had a drunken one-night fling with Willow's husband, but that only happened because Willow kissed Drew and lied about it for months. All Willow could do was whine that Michael didn't deserve to know the truth and be upset because it would never happen again. All she cared about was saving her marriage. And that is why 10 minutes later, she was naked and on top of Drew on the playroom floor. Can't wait for Sasha to learn about that one. And then there is Drew. Once a fine man, an honorable man, and a loving husband and father, when played by Billy Miller, he is now a liar, a louse, selfish, manipulative, vengeful, and secretive. Not clear what happened to Drew when Victor Cassadine kept him hostage for 2 years, but perhaps he killed him and replaced him with an imposter. The man has been having hate sex with Nina for months after threatening violence against her when the year began, has been following Willow around since summer, and has paid off Cody to keep his secrets. That's on top of casting himself on his sword and going to jail to protect Carly because his daughter had Sam and didn't need him around anyhow. Now, Scout no longer has Sam, and the first thing he thinks of is that he has no idea how to be a father. Perhaps that is because he has neglected to be one for the last 3 years. And on the night his young kid heard her mother was dead, he did the dirty with married wife Willow on the floor of his kid's playroom. So, let's quit pretending here. Drew is not a good guy and certainly not the Drew that Sam fell in love with. Let's not forget that Michael had intoxicated sex with Sasha after finding his wife only kissed Drew once. Then, after learning she kissed Drew twice, he sought to pull the truth out of her. After Willow lied some more, Michael had sex with her so that she could turn around and have sex with Drew later that day. Does it get any more ick than this? Oh, that's right. Michael observed the intercourse on their baby monitor app and didn't bother informing Willow he knew everything about her romp on the floor the hour before. In the words of Chandler Bing, could these folks ever be more horrible? Let the chips fall as they may. And may the babies be delivered in 9 months, because if all this sex doesn't result in a pregnancy or two, GH is not a soap. Alexis has done this over and again for a week. You aren't meant to outlive your children, yet Alexis did, and her loss is our heartbreak. Alexis went through the movements and emotions this week, and it was a lovely thing to watch. Perhaps Alexis's most poignant moment came when she sat with Sonny and told him about her regrets about giving Sam up for adoption when she was just a teenager. She wishes she had rebelled against her father and retained her child. Sonny seems to be the guy Alexis can open up with the most. We said it last week, and we'll say it again, Sexies has as much chemistry as they did more than 20 years ago when Christina came to be. Maurice Bernard and Nancy Lee Grahn are absolute magic together. Sonny and Alexis share a relationship like no other. They understand each other, tolerate one another, and when push comes to shove, they will do anything for each other. So GH, do something for us and make Sexies happen after all these years. General Hospital spoilers for the next 2 weeks, November 11th to November 22nd, state that Drew Quartermaine will pay Willow Corinthos a visit to check on her following their hookup. Willow won't believe it's wise to keep having private meetings like this, but Drew may say he had to see whether she was okay. Meanwhile, fans will watch Christina Corinthos Davis cry for help during the week of November 11th to 15th. Natalia Ramirez will supposedly find Christina in difficulty as she faces with additional grief over Sam McCall, thus it seems she'll get Sonny Corinthos on the phone. Natalia will exhibit guilt later, so she may feel bad for evaluating Christina so severely when they initially met. Now that Natalia is starting to see some other aspects of Christina, she may wish she'd been supportive of her relationship with Blaze aka Allison Allie Rogers. Over with Robert Scorpio, he'll explore his conflicted feelings for Holly Sutton and open up to a disapproving Max Scorpio. As for Holly, she'll make some demands in Jack Brennan's office before going to Anna Devane with a request. Sasha Gilmore Corbin will also have a lot to mull over now that Holly has been selfless for once. Felicia Scorpio will push Sasha to embrace this opportunity to bond with Holly and get to know Robert better, too. Other General Hospital teasers claim Lucky Spencer and Laura Collins will hear some details regarding Lulu Spencer's illness. Now that Lulu is healing from her liver transplant, how will her stats look? Could test results finally hint to Lulu inching nearer a coma awakening? GH fans will also watch Trina Robinson make a great impression during a first meeting. There's a significant probability that'll feature a meet-cute with Kai as he's set to make his first appearance soon. Elsewhere, Elizabeth Baldwin will give Jason Morgan a pep talk and perhaps offer a little reassurance about his unexpected single dad status. However, Alexis Davis wants Danny Morgan and Scout Quartermaine to live with her, so we'll see if Jason or Danny have any issues. There could be difficulties if Danny is determined about staying with Jason instead. Jason doesn't have enough room for Danny at the present, but he could easily upgrade his living accommodations. Whatever the case, Jason will let his rage spill on someone soon enough. We'll see if Alexis prompts Jason to lose his anger or if it may be someone like Brennan or Anna. Back with Drew, his electoral fate will be known. Will Drew gain victory or face defeat once the results come in? Maxie Jones will also initiate a fight with Nina Reeve, so she may reiterate Ava Jerome's advice about placing her friendship with Willow above anything else. Nina may want nothing to do with Drew anyway once she finds out he slept with Willow and put her marriage even more at risk. Across town, Michael Corinthos will inform Sonny about some troubles in his marriage, but will he go into all the details? Regardless, Sonny may point out that without trust, it's going to be challenging to make any partnership survive. Later, Willow and Michael will have a lengthy, one-on-one chat. Will there be any confessions concerning the adultery that's gone down on both sides? Michael knows Willow hooked up with Drew as he was the footage for himself, so we'll see if he acknowledges that or not. Of course, Michael also slept with Sasha, so he's not some innocent victim in all this. No matter what Willow and Michael confess, they'll have to figure out if there's actually a route forward for them as a couple. On another note, Rick Lansing will accept a new client, but he won't forget about Ava's case and doing what needs to be done. Isaiah Gannon will also get a large offer, so it looks like Portia Robinson will want him to become a full-time surgeon at GH. At Jason's place, he'll face questions from Carly Spencer. Carly may not feel as connected to Jason since he's been hiding things lately, but he'll continue to put his walls up and block her out. Back with Anna, she'll have an honest chat with Felicia. That might involve Anna's affections for Jason and admission that she's difficult to leave their kiss in the past. At some time, Sam's autopsy results will have to be revealed. That report could undoubtedly stir up a lot of drama throughout the week of November 18th to 22nd. Portia has been frightened about the likelihood of Lucas' miscalculation, but will the report hint to something more nefarious instead? If there are signs of foul play, this might become a police inquiry. It's probable Cyrus Renault knocked Sam off the map purposely by interfering with her 4-bag, since there have been rumblings about that outcome. It's also possible someone else targeted Sam, but questions will linger no matter what. Finally, Sam's burial is going to be a painful day for all the loved ones she left behind, but they'll get through it as best as they can. Our projections indicate to things becoming worse before they get better for some mourning PC residents, so stay tuned. General Hospital spoilers predict the next 2 weeks will feature some gripping scenes, so don't miss all the action. General Hospital spoilers claim that Cyrus Renault would have to face the consequences if he's the one who targeted Sam McCall at GH. There's been a lot of focus on the looming autopsy report and what it might uncover, so it could yield proof of some fatal sabotage. Since there have been rumblings of Cyrus tampering with Sam's 4-bag, he could be responsible for her breathing her last breath. If Cyrus caused Sam's heart attack, then he's the reason her loved ones are all mourning right now. Of course, we have to remember Lulu Spencer's ventilator failure, which was likely an act of sabotage as well. Cyrus may have his own twisted intentions for what he's been up to, but the point is that he could be to fault for the weird incidents. If Cyrus is actually convicted, where will this tale proceed from here? The show's already done the whole prison thing with Cyrus, so is there really any value in doing it again? Jeff Kober is a terrific performer, but maybe Cyrus has overstayed his welcome at this point. Cyrus isn't used all that much anymore and may lift right out if the program wants to pursue a fresh mystery. Although it generated a lot of drama when Sonny Corinthos shot John Jagger Cates, it was honestly somewhat of a letdown that we knew who did it. If Cyrus gets shot next, perhaps fans won't see who fired the trigger, at least not straight away. After all, there'd be no shortage of suspects in a story like that. Anyone who loved Sam and wanted retribution could be capable of taking matters into their own hands. Sonny might likely be a contender, but so would Jason Morgan, Dante Falconeri and Christina Corinthos Davis. Even Alexis Davis, Molly Lansing Davis, Drew Quartermaine and Danny Morgan might be suspects depending on how things go down. Perhaps it's time for the program to write this villain out with a mystery that asks, who shot Cyrus? Suspects could mount up until the real culprit is ultimately discovered, and it might be someone that blows the audience away in the end. Our predictions indicate to problems following Cyrus in the months ahead, so we'll bring you updates on any shocking news that might be in the pipeline. General Hospital spoilers claim Sam deserves justice, so we'll see if she gets it. Drew learns his electoral fate, Jason loses his cool, and Laura and Lucky get news. General Hospital spoilers update for Monday, November 11th, shows that Michael Corinthos will be in a depression during a visit to Sonny Corinthos' penthouse. Although Michael will claim he's thinking about how unfair it is that Sam McCall's gone, Sonny will sense something else is bothering him. Once Sonny understands Michael is more than just concerned about Dante Falconeri, Michael will disclose he's scared about his marriage. Of course, we'll just have to wait and see how much Michael is prepared to confess about all the infidelities. As for Willow Corinthos, she'll be caught surprised when Drew Quartermaine shows up at the Quartermaine Gatehouse. It may lead to Willow's reminder that they decided to keep their distance from each other. However, Drew may believe he took advantage of Willow's sensitivity and added to her marriage betrayal guilt. There's no way Drew could just hook up with Willow and allow her to suffer the fallout on her own. Despite the added layer of drama, part of Drew may be delighted he crossed the line with Willow. Now that things have taken a scorching turn between them, Drew may struggle to get their passionate meeting out of his brain. Willow may be split between her intellect and her heart since she wants to safeguard her marriage, but she's drawn to Drew like a magnetic. As a result, Willow may restate that they had to put an end to all this. Back with Sonny, it looks like he'll get some bad news. Natalia Ramirez will most likely find Christina having a grief-driven meltdown somewhere since she'll make a phone call regarding a female character in difficulty. Diane Miller will also dish out some tough love with Alexis Davis and hopefully help her see a road ahead. Alexis can't let grief rob her of her identity as a supportive mother and grandma. Meanwhile, Felicia Scorpio will argue for Holly Sutton during a conversation with Sasha Gilmore Corbin, who may be tempted to offer Holly another shot to be a true mom. As for Holly on Monday's GH episode, she'll pressure Jack Brennan to offer what she feels she's owed. Holly may not be able to relax until Jen Sidwell is murdered, so she may urge Brennan to help make it happen. It looks like Brennan will concede there's one thing he can do for Holly, so we'll see what he promises and what forecasts he might make. Next, Max Scorpio will drill Robert Scorpio for information on all the Sidwell mayhem and how Holly hauled him into the nightmare. Robert will share updates and examine the maternal side he's seen of Holly. Since Holly was willing to surrender the genuine gems and promptly stepped up for Sasha, Robert will give her a lot of credit, too much if you ask Mac. In Anna Devane's office, she'll fire questions at Jason Morgan and ask how long his deception's been going on. General Hospital rumors predict Jason may face an interrogation over Sonny's agreement with Holly and whatever else Anna wants to know. At Brennan's office, Holly panicked about what Sidwell may have done to Sasha. Holly noticed that Sidwell asked her to bring the jewels, and she should have done it herself. Holly inquired if Brennan was on Sasha's side and fretted that so many things could go wrong. Robert informed Holly they had to trust Jason and Brennan to bring Sasha back to them. Robert answered his phone and was surprised to learn about the explosion. Holly questioned if Sasha was alive. She couldn't bear the anticipation and declared she would find out for herself. Robert called after her as Holly raced from the office. Jason arrived at the warehouse and told Sidwell he brought the jewels. Sidwell chuckled, stating that Holly plainly didn't care about her daughter. Sidwell's soldiers surrounded Jason with rifles drawn. Jason showed Sidwell some of the jewels and said that if he showed him Sasha, he would show him the rest. Jason told Sidwell that he had been instructed to hand up the diamonds after he was provided evidence of life. Fine, Sidwell responded with an eye roll. He showed a live video on his phone that showed Sasha pulling off a vent cover and trying to flee. Jason questioned where Sasha was concealed. Sidwell told him there were 5 stories and 30 offices, but he wouldn't have much time to find her as he had a bomb put on a timer. Your move, Mr. Morgan, Sidwell said. Jason gave him the jewels, and Sidwell told him which room Sasha was in. Jason took off to find her. Sasha located the explosive under the desk. The timer had fewer than 4 minutes left on it. Jason found her and kicked in the door. With seconds to spare, they ran for their lives. From a vantage outside, we witnessed the bomb blow up the structure. Anna was told of the explosion and arrived at the burning warehouse. She was briefed by an officer who showed her an evidence bag. Anna stated she thought she knew what this was about. She ordered street cams and eyewitness testimony to find out what transpired. Jason and Sasha came at the WSB office. She inquired how he got dragged into the mess. Jason revealed that she was with Carly when Sidwell took her and that he had been with Holly at the property. Jason revealed that Sidwell had the jewels. Your mom gave up those diamonds to save you, he added. Robert and Holly ran in and praised Jason and Brennan for locating Sasha. Robert hugged Sasha, and they shared a lovely, caring moment. Jason was delighted it all worked out. His phone rang, but he answered the call in the hallway. I'm at a crime scene, Anna told him. She stated she needed answers and to meet her at her office. Sasha questioned Holly if the jewels Jason gave Sidwell were real or phony. Holly insisted they were real, and she didn't want to risk Jen's believing he had been tricked. Like those diamonds, the love I feel for you is real. And whether you believe it or not, there is nothing more important in this world to me than you, Holly told Sasha. General Hospital spoilers for Monday, November 11th, suggest that Drew Quartermaine will visit by the Quartermaine Gatehouse to see whether Willow Corinthos is okay after what transpired between them. Willow may protest to Drew popping in as it's preferable for them to keep their distance at this point. After Willow admits she thought they were on the same page, Drew may admit he finds it tough to remain away. Now that Drew and Willow have crossed the boundary, it's connected them on a whole new level that'll be tough to shake. Elsewhere, Natalia Ramirez may come to Christina Corinthos Davis' rescue. Monday's GH Peak shows Natalia outside in the dark somewhere while she makes a phone call and acknowledges she's in trouble. It appears like Natalia might discover Christina in peril and sends Sonny Corinthos an SOS. General Hospital spoilers predict that Christina will offer an emotional plea, so she might ask for Natalia's help after breaking down about Sam McCall's demise. Over with Diane Miller, she'll give Alexis Davis some sympathy along with some wisdom. If you don't, there won't be anything left of you, Diane warns in Monday's preview video. Diane may comfort Alexis that it's absolutely natural to mourn, but she can't let that sadness consume her to the point where she loses herself totally. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.